Hey guys, and welcome to Off the Street Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking about minimal gear that you guys will at least need to get into spot and stalk hunting. I know that that's something that a lot of people want to try and get into, and I remember when I was trying to figure out how to do it, thank God my dad took me out and kind of taught me the ropes and stuff. But some of you guys out there, you've never hunted before, you don't have somebody to go with, and you're trying to learn this on your own. That's what this video is for today, is we're going to talk about kind of the bone basics gear you're going to need to be able to get out in the field and actually get out and try spot and stalk hunting. And then I'll give a few honorable mentions and things out there that you might be able to, upgrade in the future and talk about, get for the future and stuff. So most important thing as always is going to be the weapon that you're going to be using to take the animal. So I have a model 700 Remington 30-06 right here. It's actually my great grandfather's rifle. So it's been passed down to me. And it's kind of cool. This is a 3-generation rifle, so it's crazy. But yeah, so I've got this. I got a Vortex Venom. Which one is this? This is the 3x15x44. That's what I have on here for scope wise. It's the second focal plane scope. And then I got my Elite Ethos, which you guys have already that's already been on the videos a lot. This has not been on yet. But you'll need your weapon system of some sort. And then of course, if you guys want to learn about that sight over there that I have on my bow, go down onto my channel, check it out. That's the CB Hybrid Tactic Hybrid. Man, I always mess that up every time. Tactic Hybrid. Go on there and go check out those videos on there. And that's actually my video that's doing really great right now. And I appreciate you guys' love and support. Let's take this moment right here and just get 93% of you, or 93, no, I think it's 97% of you guys are not subscribed that are watching right now. Please go down there and hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot for me and my family here, and we want you guys to be a part of our family here at Off the Street Outdoors. So go hit a like down at the bottom also, and give us a subscribe, and we'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment down below also. But anyways, moving on from that, backpack. Backpack's the one thing besides a rifle or bow you need. It's going to be able to carry gear that you need to take with you. It's going to be able to carry water, because water, food, you need to take those things with you, especially if you're doing like a multi-day hunt or even a single-day hunt, so you can have some lunch, because you're going to be burning calories and moving and glassing and looking at stuff, so you're going to be burning calories. So it's definitely a 100% need. Bottled water, you can do that. That's just a little awkward inside the bag, but you can get bladders. This one actually I can get a bladder for this bag. This is just an assault pack. This is kind of like a regular backpack that I have made. They call them assault packs, and so we use them in the military. But this is a personal one that I bought. So it has a little more room than a regular backpack, and it's a little more durable. But I use this for my spot stock hunting. That's also because I can't afford right now to go buy a Mystery Ranch or an Edelbrock pack, which is their built-in frame backpacks that they have, or pack out bags, because I can't afford one of those right now. They're very expensive, and we're talking $300 or $400 for a decent one that you need for being able to carry meat and stuff. So that's just not something in my future right now. But you can use just a regular backpack if you need to be able to carry your gear, and then you'll just have to figure out something else for dragging out your deer. Now, talking about dragging out your deer, if you go to Amazon and go type in deer sled, or a portable or foldable deer sled, they have rolled up deer sleds. They're like an 8 litter that you can use, that we use in the military, that you can use, that are little plastic roll up ones you can take with you. These ones, they have them on there. They're about $30, I think, for the more expensive one. They come in orange or black plastic. They're black plastic, hard plastic that you can use, and they roll. And they're about 24 inches wide by 6 foot long, and you can fit a deer inside of them and drag a deer out. Or you can quarter it up and drag it out, put your gear in there, and you can drag it out. And that's a way to do it. And it's 24 inches, about that big, so you just put it on the side of your pack, 6 foot long, and now you have something to carry with you, and you don't need a frame backpack. So you go check that out on Amazon. That's something that was a really nice thing that I'm going to invest in this year. I just haven't got one yet. Now, moving on from kind of like bags and packing out animals, we're going to kind of talk about optics. Optics are very important things that we have to have, or you don't have to have. You can make it work with a scope, but I hunt public lands, and I don't want to put someone else in my rifle scope. So, you can get optics and binoculars. Binoculars are like your base model that you're going to need for glassing and spotting stock for animals, to be able to spot animals, see what they're doing, watch them, see if you find one that you want to go after, and stuff like that. So binoculars are a huge thing to have. Spotting scopes are very nice to have. I want one, but they are expensive, even for cheaper ones. And I want to buy a better one, so I'm going to pay more money for it. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for that to get one of those. But you can make it work with a regular set of binoculars. I got some Diamondback, Vortex Diamondback 1050s right here, and I actually have a Tasco 1050s right here that are really cheap. Those are like $30, $40 binoculars that you can use. They're really nice. Chest rig. Chest rig is something that you're going to want to have while you're spotting stalking, because it keeps your binoculars from bouncing on you as you're walking and moving, and then also protects your binoculars. And then it gives you little extra pouches and stuff to be able to put little tools, like maybe an Allen set key or a multi-tool. And then, or some of them come with range-finding pouches, and this one I had to buy my own range-finder pouch, but some of them come with it, so they're a very nice thing to have. Now, this right here is a range-finding pouch from Marsupial. Fantastic. They make great products. I'm going to probably switch to their chest rig too, but they're a little more expensive, but the one I have is just a Vortex chest rig. But rangefinder, that's another thing, something that you're going to want, especially if you're bow hunting. You have to have it if you're bow hunting, to be honest. But you get this nice little marsupial thing, and that's kind of, you know, you can hook that on your chest rig, or even this one's really nice. You can hook it on your belt if you wanted to. And that's a nice thing to have. Now, moving on from that, we're going to talk about walking stick. Walking sticks are very great. Now, if you notice, this one's got a nice little V on the top of it, and that's great because I can use it for my rifle. I can set my rifle down in it and I can shoot it. I got a walking stick and a shooting stick all in one. This is not a need. This is kind of just like a nice thing to have, because you can shoot as you're on the go and standing. Because if you walk up on an animal that you didn't see on the backside of something, you have the opportunity to take that animal. Another thing that's a nice but not a need, because you can always use a backpack or a balled up jacket or something, or even a rock or the ground to rest your rifle on, is a bipod. Bipods, I think, are very, very, very good things to have on your rifles. I think just about everybody has one on here now. They're just something that's going to be a thing that you have to have for your rifle. But yeah, and then of course making sure to have multi-tool with you. Some type of multi-tool, pliers and a knife. Have a knife with you, skinning set, and stuff like that. Those are things you're going to need to be able to process your deer, because in some states, you know, depending on chronic wasting disease, you might not be able to remove the spine from the area that you're hunting, so you might have to leave it at place, so you're going to have to quarter your animal up. So have a nice butcher set that you can take with you, throw in your bag. But in a just to get in the woods, you just really need a backpack and your weapon of choice and a knife set. And some snacks and stuff if you want. Water though, water's a must. But yeah, that's just kind of my gist of things that you're going to need to just be able, or just get out there and start hunting. Doesn't have to be perfect. And this is a hobby or something that's trial by error. You figure out what works best for you and what you don't like about it, and you kind of just work as you go. And it's just with anything, you refine your craft and get better at what you're doing. And that doesn't matter if you're rifle hunting or if you're bow hunting. You know, you're gonna have mess ups, you're gonna have mistakes, you're gonna wish you had things when you're doing this, and that's just a part of hunting. That's why they call it hunting and not killing. But spot and stalk is a lot faster pace, and you see a lot more animals, and I think that's what draws people in. Is it's not where you're sitting in a stand bored out of your mind all day and freezing your butt off, where you're actually moving around and maybe getting a little hot and sweaty, and you feel kind of comfortable. I mean, you're still not comfortable. You're sitting there, you're glassing, and you're seeing animals move, and it's, you know, on a bad day of hunting, I haven't had a super bad day, but for spot and stalk on a bad day of hunting, I've only seen 10 deer. And that was the least amount of deer I'd ever seen while spot and stalk hunting. And they weren't close, but I seen deer, and that's like, I think that's the thing that plays your tricks on your head, is when you're not seeing deer, it's just like, why am I here? But when you're seeing deer, you know, it makes time go by faster. You see things, and it makes it a little more enjoyable. It's being in God's country, and just learning to enjoy that time out in the field with God, and if someone's with you, and it's always fun to have someone with you. So, and then of course having some type of camo system. You don't have to while you're spot and stalking. You could do it with, brown pants and brown shirt. Honestly, you could do it with browns, earthy colors. You can use those. And then of course, if you're rifle hunting, have your orange on. If you're bow hunting, no need. But yeah, those are just a few things that I think you need to get started on spot and stalk hunting. So, but I thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming and enjoying us here on Off the Street Outdoors. I just stepped on a box. We really appreciate you guys. I love the love that you guys are getting. We have 62 subscribers. It's crazy. There's 62 people out there that are willing to watch my videos again and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I hope there's more of you out there. I know I got at least one of the videos that we've done that's got over 700 views. And it would be nice to have some of you guys subscribe on there that are watching it. So, hit that subscribe button. You guys are going to watch it or watch this. Please go hit that subscribe button. And leave a comment down below and a like below. Let us know how you feel about the video. So, but anyways, God bless you. God bless.